Greetings, folks. Daniel Wickwire here, and welcome back to another edition of Game Along. We are playing Mega Man 4 on the PS4 as part of the Mega Man Legacy Collection. And last time we left off, we killed Skull Man, and then Drive Man, and then Drill Man, and then now we're going to Toad Man. Because it's Toad Man. What? Do. Gotta love his colorful green and white background. I was always a fan of the stage because it actually had physics in it, so I thought that was kind of a neat. It was a novelty. It was kind of like Iceman stage and Magnet Man stage. You know, there's one stage that was always kind of interesting. Yeah, two-hit kill. You know what I mean. Ooh, forgot I can slide. This is Mega Man 4. Now that's something I don't remember if I complained about at some point while playing these games, or at least the remastered versions. Why is it feels like there's almost a delay on the jump? It almost feels like there's a hair bit of lag and it ends up getting you killed. I don't think it's my controller. I don't think it's my TV. And it may be me just remembering the game incorrectly, and this may have always been how it was. But I just don't remember that little jump delay. It's worse than the first few games, good god. Like, Mega Man 2, 1 and 2 is just terrible, and their knockback is horrendous. Oh yeah, I forgot the slug. The diesel-powered slug, that's normal. Or snail, I'm sorry. That's slug. Use your words, Dan. You know what a snail is. Oh, shit. I'm surprised they just didn't make it move really slow. Just because it's a snail. And we could have made that little joke. There we go, a little more health. I didn't need that. Oh, good. We're back at it. Why not? And I think this guy has iframes, so you can't... Shit! Timing's off. Timing's off! Ow! I think he's got iframes, so you can't... Oh, dang. Not like his eyeball's moving. Invincibility frame. Fuck! I think he's got invincibility frame, so you can't just slip by getting in front of him and spam the fire button. I think. It's been a while since I've done this. Eyeball frames! No, I'm talking about glasses. You're crazy, wife. Well, I guess taken out of context, not being able to see, I mean, what... And you could only imagine. Your mind can go all sorts of scary places. Woo! There we go. So that one's down, and now we're to the awesome, epic water section, and I don't think I've got... No, I do not have Rush Marine, but I do have Rush Jet, so I could technically bypass or just get hit. Yeah, suck it, boy. Suck it, boy! Oh shit, it's that boy. Sorry. That meme's old. That's like months old. It's not hip anymore. It's not the meme of the month. It's the... What is the thing? It's the Kermit and then like the Dark Kermit. You seen that meme? It's terrible. Oh, shit. I thought I was supposed to know what I was doing when I played these games, dear. You can do it, Dan! You played this! It's only your favorite Mega Man game! It's not like you haven't beat it 400 times over! It'd be worse if it was Super Metroid. Like, oh god. Oh. Don't worry, he's dead now. Oh, you jumped. Dang up. Thought I could catch him in a loop. There you go, he's done. And maybe it's the Buster. If you do the Buster just right, you shoot him, and he'll do his little belly wiggle. Because, you know, fat people. But he'll do his little... No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's a joke. Relax. Anyway, he'll do his little belly wiggle, and you hit him with the Buster, and he'll stop. And he'll start belly wiggle, you hit him again, he'll stop. Shoot him again, stop. He'll keep doing it. Like, I don't know if I can't remember if it's just the Buster, if it's the drill, or if you just catch him just right. And I just got Rain Flush. And, you got Rush Marine. the level where you need it, why the hell would you even go back? I mean, you have no reason to go back to these stages. Yes. Bright Man! Fighter of the Night Man? Champion of the Sun! Whoa! He's a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Whoa! Fighter of the Night Man! Champion of the Sun! It's so brilliant. Oh shit, I took out my lights. Ah, damn it, I jumped just... It's a good soundtrack though, Brightman's good music. I'd let people enjoy it, but just go listen to it online, it's free. YouTube! YouTube! Stop blowing up the lights, dude! Now I know I'm doing that. And yeah, they will attack, so they kind of... Dick. They kind of give you a bit of incentive. Oh my god, what am I doing? Dan forgot how to Mega Man. I only played this last week. It's only a game I've played so many times in my life, like the entire freaking Mega Man series. Hey, Mega Man! Good luck, Mega Man! Sorry. Yep, I died. Fuck! I knew if I would've went back, he would've respawned. Why? Now it's just, I need to die, because I've got one life left, and if I die anywhere else in the stage, I prefer to start at the halfway point, and not back at this pain-in-the-ass area. See, the going back and having sex, I mean, I understand they put the water section in there for a challenge in the last stage. Did I talk about breaking your water? Because I may have. No, I don't think I said anything about sex. I would have remembered that one. No, what I was saying was... There it is. There's the money shot. See, how many sex references can we make at this point? Because I'm already in too deep. Just one of those dig up stupid moments. Anyhow. Anyways. Oh shoot, I forgot that one actually makes... Oh, stop at the edge. No, I was going back to the water stage argument I was having with myself. That I feel they put that in there, obviously for justification, for showcasing the level. Because it's not like Mega Man 3 where you go back, but I just wanted to make it difficult, so you're like, oh, you know what you gotta use. You know, when you beat the stage, you'll have an item, I'm assuming. Or maybe nobody thought that, and it's just me being overly analytical as always. Iframe, suck a dick! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Stuff. Sorry. Like I said, you just listen to it yourself. You don't need me to sing it to you. I'm not here to woo people or anything like that. Aha! This part I'm just gonna skip. Well, maybe I should. Oh shoot! I didn't do my dying. I didn't do my welcome to dying. I'm skipping. Because there's like things over here. Like, oh yeah, see, very, very important things. Do 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 do. Get off rush. He still consumes energy. It's not like the third one where you can just jump continuously and save it. Not an enemy to drop. I need an enemy to drop some weapon energy. Got him. Got him. Nope. Whee! Up, grasshopper. You know, actually, surprisingly, a topic I've not touched on yet in a stream. The last two games I played, or last game I played, is the we could break down and be serious here for a minute. Oh fuck. We could break down here and be serious for a minute and talk about the fires in Gatlinburg, which is the thing that happened. So I don't know. Oh shit! Damn it! Now I gotta start the whole level over again. No, I don't. I got the extra life. I got the extra life. The extra slice of cheese. So, recently here, we live in eastern Tennessee, and we actually had a very tragic fire, or actually series of fires, in a short period of time due to severe drought and adverse weather conditions that actually caused a substantial amount of damage to a local town, which was also a very large tourist attraction. And it actually ended up causing, it's probably going to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars range when it's said and done, and maybe even the billions of dollars range. And it actually ended up causing a lot of, like I said, property damage. It displaced a lot of people. Why did I do that? It cost, cost people, a lot of people their jobs, and ultimately, so far, the body counts up to 7 people who have died in the incident. And it's really terrible because it all happened in a very short amount of time on essentially conditions that were perfect for that kind of event. Oh shit, that kind of event to happen. And it's very sad. It really is. And this is not an attempt to be like silly or anything like that, because it's not good. It's very big. It's a very big shit. Oh man, that was a little sad. It's a very big part of this community and this county and this part of the state. And that's not even just being greedy on that front. I mean, you had people lose their lives, which is really terrible because they've lost family members, loved ones, friends, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, we're not trying to ask for charity or anything like that, or of course, I'm, as in my streams, or anybody that actually knows me, I'm the last person that's gonna ask for like prayers or anything like that. But it's something to be wary of, because this is the thing that happens. And it affects a lot of it affects a lot of people, and yeah. Yeah, and that's what I've heard a lot of people, that it's just they're closing their backs. They have people that were vacationing here, lost everything they brought with. They're stranded. They have no means of getting home. Of course, this is even it's a statewide emergency. That's almost a national emergency because it's such a big deal that I don't know. I'm trying to think of the appropriate words to use without being insensitive. Yeah, they had fire departments, sort of first responders from all over around the area. They had people come in from, as my wife said, Nashville. They had the National Guard in, what was it, state representative, right, that came in? Yeah, the state representative came in and utilized everything, and you see a lot, if you actually get time, you should look up the pictures, because, I mean, there's a lot of people that have vacationed here from out of town. I mean, I have been to that. I've never been here until I lived here, but, a lot of people from out of state, Florida, a lot of the people from this area come and vacation in that area, and it's a big place for them. They hold a lot of memories, and I can't say it holds as many for me as it does for, like, my wife or other people around here, but it's just, it's very impactful, and it's a scary thing, because nature can be like that, in the perfect conditions. And yeah, by the way, this is where you get the balloon. It's a lift ability. It's your second secret item you can get in the game. You technically need it to beat the last area. Well, you don't need it, but it makes it like a million times easier, and it gives you further ahead in the stage. But I'm just touching on that while we're talking here about something very important, and I'm getting off topic a bit. But it's an important thing to a lot of people, and that's very unfortunate, and it's going to take a long, long time for this to rebuild. And did it ever tell you like a percentage of how much of the town was actually damaged? Did we ever get that? I know it was yeah, because they're still, I mean, at this point, there's literally, yeah, there's still people that are missing, and I don't want all of them to be dead. There was, last I heard, that somebody had pulled up about 10 or so people that were reported missing. And, I mean, obviously, I hope they're not all dead, because that wouldn't be a good, it's obviously not a good thing, but Well, they announced that they found 3 people recently, so I'm hoping it wasn't them together, because it would be a very terrible thing. Because I wouldn't want that to happen to me, my family members, and I can only imagine what that individual is going through. I cannot believe I'm already at the end of the level here. But we won't carry on with the severity of that, but it is something that's happened, and some people have, and this is not, I'm standing on a pedestal here, but normally it rains a lot, like so much it's annoying, and the last 2 years have been very unusual. We've had very warm winters the last 2 years. It's actually transitioning into that. Not anything particularly cold, a lot less snowfall. I'll just say last time, and I'm sure most people across the country experienced this last year, and are even experiencing it now. The day of the fire, the day of the fire was 72 degrees. It was 72 or 73 degrees. And on Christmas Day last year, it was 72 degrees. So take from that what you will, but, of course, there's adverse weather patterns, and climate change doesn't instantly mean that it's just always going to be hotter, always going to be colder. It's just an average temperature is going to be different. Some areas will still be cold, some areas will be colder, because it's a shift in temperature, or a shift in climate. Yeah, and actually, they have actually said that. Last year was the hottest year on record, just on average, per month. Oh, I must have touched the edge. But it's reflecting in this year that we're going to have that same problem. And there actually is an average in the United States of months without frost has increased. So, and it's not just the last couple of years. This is a trend that's been going on. But because something like climate change and stuff like that is so slow, people don't realize it until it's way done. So, like, you hear people say, like, oh, I remember back, when we used to get snow like this all the time, and now it doesn't do that, and then they're sitting there, they're not realizing they've literally just answered their own question when they make comments like that. Like, well, of course, we don't get, it doesn't snow a whole lot around here. I mean, it does, but depending on your altitude. Yeah, but then you talk to some of the older folks that lived around here that are like in their 50s and 60s, and they talk about that it had snowed a lot. Like, it was a regular thing, and not just at high altitudes, that they would have a lot of snow. And again, it's a progressional thing. I mean, it's like, the best analogy I could say is, a lot of people, you'll say, like, oh, I remember this item, back in my day, the candy bar was bigger, and it might be, and likely there's a marginal size difference, but the reason is because you're thinking of it as you remember it as a child. And yeah, it's because you were a smaller being, so everything is going to look bigger. But you don't realize that because your growth is so progressional. It takes such a long amount of time for it to happen. But again, I'm going to get off that soapbox before somebody gets... I mean, it's fine if you get mad, I welcome different opinions. I mean, it's kind of why we as humans exist. We have the right to be different. We are a product of our nature, of nurture and our environment, so we come up around stuff different, and so on and so forth. So. But anyways, that was kind of my soapbox for the day. Some serious issue that I wanted to discuss. And I'm going to see if I can beat Ringman here and stop fighting hippos with goggles on. So it could be that's a robotic hippo, but it still looks like a hippo with goggles on. Does this make you want a hippopotamus for Christmas? Aw. That's not practical to have a hippopotamus for Christmas. A baby hippo would not be practical. It just wouldn't work. I mean, I know everybody wants one, but... Well, you hope it's not a male, and you hope it doesn't freaking kill you. That's what you do. You want a baby cow? I want a pig. Like, obviously, I know it's a little more doable. Like a chickens would be odd. No. I want chickens, but it has been usurped by another more superior baby animal. A guinea fowl would be cool, but they're very noisy, obviously, from what we've been told. They run like dinosaurs, but what also runs like a dinosaur and is very kawaii as a baby is a baby emu. I want a baby emu, and I'm going to give it arms. And it's going to be freaking brilliant, and it's going to be a bastard of science, but it'll be awesome. Shit, I missed him. Ah, shit, I missed him again. It is very annoying, because your timing has to be, like, spot on. I was a little bit early. Still a little bit early. I like how, like, the graphics kind of glitch out a little bit when it does it. It's a little overwhelming for it. Whee! How many lives do I got left? I'm gonna go into this fight and die. I think. I'll look for him above my head. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go into this fight and die. Go into this fight and die. Come through, because I'll have full life now, and now killed, to try to prevent me from using an energy tank. But yes, I would love an emu. I think they're awesome. They're fidgety skitty, and they're awesome, and they're just awesome. Did you say a dog? Hell no, I'm not getting a dog. I know it would boop his butt. Oh god. The risk isn't worth it. I bet you I could slide and kill him. Yep. Dang it! That's okay. I'll get more energy tanks. I just didn't want to die there and have to do the whole damn level over again. But yes, if you ever get time at all in like the next 15 minutes when the stream's over, because we're just about done, go, if you've not seen it, go Google or YouTube emu with arms, and it's freaking epic and beautiful, and it's the most amazing thing ever. Yeah, the parrot with arms where it's like strutting. It's freaking awesome. Parakeet, yeah, it's something like that. Or just Google birds with arms in general. It's fucking awesome. And that being said, I actually got more done in this episode than I thought, because I got all rant-tastic, and while I was talking on my rant, I got like super focused on what I was doing. So, we ended up actually accomplishing 4 Robot Masters, and I was actually only gunning for 3 this episode. So I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. This was Daniel Wickwire for Game Along, playing Mega Man 4 on the PS4, part of the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which, leading up to the holidays, is really dirt cheap in a lot of places. If you actually want it on your 3DS, and I think right now through the 5th, you can get it on the Nintendo eShop for like $7.99, and it's all 6 games, so it's one hell of a deal. I would do it if I didn't already own a few, and I don't really have the money for it right now because Christmas and kids and life and responsibility and all that fun stuff. But I stream every Wednesday and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. My Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Roehm, ROEHM_21. I archive all my previous streams on there. You can find a link to my YouTube channel where I also archive my previous streams on, a link to the Culture Shock website, so you can check that out, and a link to my Twitter account. You can follow me on there for any news regarding this channel and any of my other work. But thank you guys very much for tuning in and listening to my rant, and you all have a wonderful evening.